Hello, I'm Chuck Phillip. Welcome to another edition of Southern Home Talk, and what I'm about to do is install this water worker pressure tank. This will help stop this pump from having to cycle so much, and it already comes pre-charged. It has a Schrader valve like you see for your tire on the top, so you can adjust the pressure on this if you need to. I'm just going to go ahead and install it as is, as it's pressured. I can't remember how much pressure is on this tank, but I'm just going to go with what's in it. And I got this separate bracket up here at the top. It's got these two stainless bands that goes through it, and so that's what's going to hold it in place. This isn't that heavy, so I've only got a couple of screws in that bracket up there because that should be sufficient. And so basically I got a 3/4 T here on the bottom, and so what I'm going to do is basically break my connection there. I'll probably have to convert over from half to 3/4 to get back in the tank and then back out again. So, but anyway, I just figured I'd let you see at least the pre-installation of this. All right, now this is fully installed now, and this is the 4-gallon model of this water worker. It's a little bit less than $100, and got it in there with relatively no leaks. Now, what I recommend doing in some cases is using both Teflon tape and also pipe compound to prevent leaks at the fittings where you have to thread in. And so the way this thing works, it's got a baffle probably about where this weld seam is, and it's under pressure. And so what this does is it alleviates the need for this pump to cycle every time the water's turned on somewhere. So there's a pressure switch inside this pump, and before I had this installed, well, every time the water came on, the pump came on. So now every time the water comes on, it draws pressure from this tank first, and then after that pressure's exhausted, and then it will cycle this pump. So right now I've got it working on just one toilet, and I've got it isolated from the plumbing system altogether. And so it takes about 4 to 5 flushes from the toilet for this pump to cut on now. And so it's mainly put there to shorten the cycling of the pump, and also to increase the longevity of it as well. And so I've got 45 psi going into this thing. That's how much pressure's on this. And so let's just go ahead and show you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and open up this valve, and you'll notice this pump will not cut on when I do it. Put it real close so you can hear it. So that squirted quite a bit of water. So I'm not going to pull it all out of there, but it's about 4 gallons before this pump will cut back on and recharge this system again. So a lot of people that have wells use these, and so if you were on well water, chances are this tank is not going to be big enough to service the whole house. But for what I'm using it for, it's big enough for sure. And in fact, it may even be big enough to expand it a little bit further than where I have expanded to just the toilets. I just want to kind of show you how this system kind of works, and hopefully it's been informative to you. And if you want to see the episode on my condensate water collection, it's on this channel. It's pretty informative. That's about a 300-gallon tank, and it doesn't take too long to fill this up. So thanks for watching, guys, and take care.